I agree completely. A few super chats here, and then obviously we've got the North London derby to talk about. I want to touch very quickly on City signings. You made some, and big game tonight as well that I want to get your opinions on. Viewers, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please get that done. The Gooner here says, Hussam thinks avoiding to confirm Liverpool are favourites would somehow spare him from the bottle jobs banter if they don't win it. Yeah,
they're all doing it.
Go on, lad.
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on. Hussam, like I call him, he's just being a pussy in a tree. It's as simple as that. I am not sure if of this, but I think Timber was subbed off. Yeah, I've heard he's okay, though. I've heard he's okay.
That's true. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, actually, but I hope he's okay. If it is that he's out, we'll have to play a party there.
I like Timber. I think he's a good player.
Yeah, he's very, very good. Very, very good. Aren't most top strikers except Osimhen? No, there's no more cup tying in Champions League football, so you've not got to worry about that whatsoever. Dan, years ago, Jack Wilshere's child was also being threatened. Disgusting.
Yeah, I must just say on this, I think it's absolutely criminal that this is still allowed, by the way. I think it's absolutely madness that anyone can just pretend to be who they want and abuse anybody in that way. If you did that in the street, you'd be in a cell overnight and you'd be charged and you'd be put in front of the courts. But you can do it online and no one will know who you are. They've got to change that, They've got to bring something in like that you've got to have details to sign up, or you've got to have passport details to use social media. That's got to come in for me, because this is just vile what we get. I mean, we get some bad stuff, but my God, that is horrendous. To have that happen to an innocent woman who's sitting there, doesn't probably even know what's going on, and you've got that because a fella has missed a couple of chances for Arsenal. Man, these people are scumbags, man.
No, I agree 100%. Thank you, Hanksy, for praising the show, and big up to the boys. Heavily linked FC at it again. Well, I'd say the Zubimendi links are a bit more than heavily linked, but fair enough. Top 4 Champions League knockout stages again this year. Probably another cheap transfer window. Majority of fans not turned on Arteta yet. Why would they sack him? A manager with a reputation would demand more.
Well, look, Mikel Arteta said it on the speakers at the last game of last season. Do not be satisfied with second. So what do we do when we come fourth or third, or if we come second again then? What happens if we don't win a trophy? That's what my question would be.
Stop being negative. And then you'll be like, hang on a minute.
I'll tell him
you told me not to be happy. Yeah. Bro, you know what you should do, you should get it quoted and put it on the background. Do not be happy with second. So whenever anyone gives you stick, just say, well, he told me not to be happy with second. So
he told me not to be satisfied with second. And I've always very toxic and negative with the manager. And he needs to go and support Tottenham.
That's funny. The list of players rejecting Liverpool grows.
Yeah, that is a madness, actually. All these players are rejecting Liverpool. I think it's their owners, man. I think they might have the worst owners in the league. I'll be real.
Wow,
I genuinely do, man.
I'm gonna raise you the Glazers, but yeah,
I know you will. I know you will. But I think Liverpool. I think FSG might be the worst owners in the division.
In fairness, with the Zubimendi one, though, I don't think that's the owners. He has just changed his mind. He has just changed his mind and then regretted it. But yeah,
why do you think he has, though? I still don't get why he did that. Because it's not like Real Sociedad are balling out somewhere. It's like, I'll stay here, it's better. Like, do you really believe it's like, I fancy me tapas over here in the sun? Do you genuinely believe that?
Yeah, true,
He obviously sat there and gone, you know what? I love it here. Yeah, I love it as a Real Sociedad. Yeah, and then within a month, he sees Liverpool are flying, top of the league. Everyone's praising him. Slot is amazing. Salah this, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's talking about Liverpool. Meanwhile, he's sat in mid-table. And he probably thinks to himself, hang on a minute, I do love Sociedad. I do love this region, but surely there's more to this. And he's probably just regretted it, man. I said, bro, this guy, when soon he rejected Liverpool, man, I thought, what is he doing? You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's no surprise to me that he's going to leave 6 more months and, he'll join Arsenal, isn't it? So, see what happens, man.
One man's loss is another man's gain, as they say, and the Gooners have picked him up. Zubi is PR because Arsenal are getting no one in January. That would be frustrating. That would be frustrating, wouldn't it? If you get the Zubimendi deal done, but then sign no one else.
incredibly frustrating, you know. And I keep on my show, making everyone laugh by singing that Will Smith song, "Summertime," because that's what's happening. Everything's happening in the summertime, mate. Because every time I see us linked with someone, it's for the summer. Nico Williams in the summer, Super Mendy in the summer, Isak in the summer. Well, it's going to be a good summer then, because when we get to the summer, if we haven't got them free, I'm going to be very depressed. So look, I honestly believe if we do not do any business in January, it is a disgrace. I'll say that.
By the way, if you're an Arsenal fan and you say that it's acceptable to not sign anyone in January, I really think that like you need to look yourself in the mirror and have a word. No, because like you
They'll be in the chat here. Will be. You see them now. They're all getting excited.
No, because I know you get a lot of shit for being like negative or whatever. And all these Arsenal fans who want to be positive, and that's fine. But if your club doesn't buy anybody in January, that is unacceptable, man. When Saka's out for 3 months and you're just going to accept, you're just going to sit there and go, "Oh, it's fine." How can you sit there and say it's fine? Come on, man. You're meant to be going for a title. You're meant to go for Champions League. Try and save your season. You got Saka out for 3 months and you're just going to sit there. It's fine. Like, come on, man. For me, if you're an Arsenal fan and you're just going, it's fine if we don't sign anyone. I just don't know, man. I don't know what you're in the game for, innit? What you supporting the team for?
AMT here says that if Zubimendi comes to Arsenal, I think he means I want a better coach to take over.
Well, look, I mean, Mikel Arteta is apparently the reason Zubimendi's chosen Arsenal. So we're not going to get a better coach. We're not going to get a different coach. We're going to have Mikel Arteta here. And this is the thing I've said for quite some time now about this Arteta in, Arteta out. It doesn't matter what we want. The owners have made their mind up. He is here for a 3-year period at least. And that's why we've got to accept it and now move on. And it's hard for some people that want him gone and other question marked it. But that's where I'm at. Sorry.
Is he? I didn't realize. Sorry, no. Is Arteta? I just searched. Is Arteta? I didn't realize Arteta is. I'm going to say the word wrong. Is it Basque? Is he from the same region of Spain?
Basque region.
Basque.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Apparently so. Yeah.
Interesting, Smithers. Yeah.
So I think they've had a chat, and I think he likes the chat from what we hear. So.
Moreno and Zubimendi are close. Arteta is Spanish. I also
there we go.
You mentioned Odegaard Eva. Do you know when those three were all playing together at Sociedad? Do you know who the striker was?
Alexander Isak. Yeah.
It's pretty mad, isn't it? So basically, 6 years into the phase process, the plan was to just buy Sociedad's midfield and attack.
Hang on. It would have been cheaper to just buy Real Sociedad.
Yeah, it probably would have been. It probably would have been.
Yeah, it's interesting because Ten Hag tried to do something similar by bringing back a lot of, I know it was his old players and Arteta didn't manage them, but he tried sort of trying to reconstruct his old Ajax team in many ways and didn't go so well. I'm not saying this won't work. I'm just, it's interesting to have that as your core four. I wonder how many people like 6 years ago, Arsenal fans would have gone, yeah, that four I want. I wonder. It's a funny old game. Thank you, Ronan. I appreciate that. Obviously, a big game tomorrow night for you, Potsy.